I'm Taylor Bishotti with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. After the trade that shocked the NFL, Micah Parsons practiced Monday for the first time as a Green Bay Packer. But his debut in Week 1 is still in question. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reports Parsons is dealing with a sprain in his back, but could play Sunday against the Lions with an epidural. Despite being sidelined most of camp with a back injury of his own, Matthew Stafford is expected to start Sunday against the Texans. Rams head coach Sean McVay said Monday his QB1 looks good at practice and is ready for Week 1. In other injury news, Dolphins running back Devon Achane practiced Monday for the first time in 3 weeks due to a calf injury and is expected to play Sunday against the Colts, barring any setbacks. And in his first year as a starter, Jaylen Warren is getting paid. The Steelers agreed to a 2-year extension with their new lead running back that includes $12 million guaranteed. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Lowe's has the Labor Day deals you need to give your home a new look. Buy one, get one free. Select interior paint via Visa gift card rebate. Then, add the final touch with 2 for $8 on select 2.5 or 3-quart mums. Refresh your home and save big while doing it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 9/3. Mums offer in-store only. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. More terms and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details.
Here's the tale of the daily net sales. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in. Foolish can be. Tap GoodRx. Saving massively.
No plan? Doesn't matter none. Up to 80% off. Deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Maw's chili. Dang. That one little laugh does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Well, happy Tuesday to you. Right, Tuesday. 2nd day of September 2025. Whoa, wait a minute. Tuesday snuck up on me. September snuck up on me. Oh, my. What can I say? Yeah, we're ready. We can face the day. We can face the month. September, about the middle of September, is when we will start seeing our significant change in the weather. Yeah, with the evenings really cooling off and things getting nice. Not that they have been bad all the way through. Let's look back in history, okay? On this date in 1971, a former Grateful Dead manager was arrested after running away with over $70,000 of the band's money. I'm sorry, by money I meant the band's weed, right? Okay, and yesterday was Labor Day. Yeah, a day we honor the American worker. Yeah, and we do that by honoring that 8-year-old kid in China who is making your iPhone. I'm Carroll in the newsroom. It's Jared. Good morning, Jared.
Good morning, Carroll. Hi there.
Yeah, well, we figured we'd find out where you were. Okay, so nice long weekend, right?
Oh, yeah. Lots of fun. I got a double flat tire. That's always good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Double flat. So 2 tires out of the 8 on your bicycle went down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, the tandem. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you got training wheels on the front and the back, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And you heard the rumor, didn't you? Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are engaged?
Oh, it's just a rumor.
Yeah. Unverified. It's probably just fake news, but we'll keep track of that for you. It'll be Taylor Swift and Travis Swift when it's all over and done, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, I really have nothing against Taylor Swift. What can I say? Okay, you know, she hasn't had to go to the gimmicks the way a lot of other pop singers have gone to. And for the most part, basically, she writes her own material.
Yeah, she had to rewrite, or at least re-record a lot of her own material because it was, like, stolen by her manager or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bunch of fun stuff.
Well, you know, be careful when you sign a contract.
Exactly.
Okay. Are you ready for birthdays?
Birthday time.
Okay. Singer Jimmy Clanton, 87. Singer Rosalind Ashford of Martha and the Vandellas, 82. Terry Bradshaw is 77. I'm not sure whether that's his age or the number of concussions old Terry had. Actor Mark Harmon, 74, another former football player. And actor Linda Pearl, 70. And let's see, drummer Jerry Augustiniak of 10,000 Maniacs, 67. Actor Keanu Reeves, 61. Actor Salma Hayek, 59. Actor Tuck Watkins, 59. Actor Cynthia Watros, 57. Actor Nicholas Pinnock, 52. Comedian Cat Williams, 52. Actor Michael Lombardi, 51. Actor Tiffany Hines, 48. Actor Jonathan Kite, 46. Actor Joshua Henry, 41. Actor Allison Miller, 40. Local birthdays, got them coming up.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams.
It's time for the return of Los Angeles Rams football.
Whose house? Rams house. The Rams play here.
FM 107.5.
Oh, the front flip from Giddy as he celebrates with Sonny Young men.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams, the home of Rams football.
Here we come. Los Angeles Rams football is brought to you by Southwest Security Service, El Centro RV Service and Supply, and Liberty Motorsports in Yuma.
Catch all the Los Angeles Rams games on FM 107.5. Let's say happy birthday, Cynthia Denise King, Armando Ecueja, Tina Cochran, Miguel Pantoja, Liz Medina Higginbottom, Julio Serrano, William Dykeman Jr., Jacqueline Gomez, Isabella Sanchez, Barbara Platero, Julie Jaramillo, Michael Driscoll II, Judith Saldivar, Ricky Osuna, Jasenia Orozco, Maribel Almaldovar, Josefina Moreno, Cecilia Aguilar, Victor Moreno, Elsa Hines, and Frank Cruz. Happy birthday from KXO. Enjoy. So, were you out shooting doves?
No, I didn't make it out, but sounds like fun.
Yeah, well, as I have told people, I grew up in the city. Okay, we didn't hunt, we didn't do that sort of thing. There were no guns around the house. I had a gun once, and they made me give it back. Yeah, M16s at that time were fashionable, and the only thing I could hit with my M16 was on full automatic. So
you're gonna shoot your eye out, kid.
Yes. Oh well. Anyway, hopefully it was a successful dove season for the hunters. Now you got to figure out what to do with the little birds, right? Okay. Are you ready for news?
Use time.
We've got a look at World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. They deliver real-time updates about the air that we breathe.
CBS News Brief. A judge says the president's use of the National Guard during immigration protest in L.A. was illegal. CBS's Michael Wallace.
The judge ruled the administration violated the Posse Comitatus Act, which states Army troops can't be used for domestic law enforcement purposes. The administration argues the troops were protecting federal officers, not enforcing laws.
Ryan Ruth has a court hearing this morning charged with trying to shoot Donald Trump on his golf course last year. Legal analyst Thane Rosenbaum.
He's not mounting much of a defense other than he had abandoned the rifle during Donald Trump's round of golf and never had him in his sightlines.
Murder charges have been filed against a suspect in the fatal shooting of an 11-year-old in Houston. He was shot after doing a ding-dong dash.
This is the first in 2 years we've ever had a situation. These are all dead-end streets, so we all pretty much know each other in this neighborhood.
CBS News Brief. I'm Stacy Lynn.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.gov. KXORadio.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California Headline News, Labor Day demonstrations Monday, with many of those demonstrating urging support for working families, putting people before profit. SEIU California President David Huerta saying it's a critical time for organized labor.
We see the greatest transfer of wealth going on in this country, billionaires becoming trillionaires, dismantling the health care, dismantling the SNAP program.
In Washington, Congress is back in session today. Republican California Congressman Kevin Kiley says he'll try again to bring his bill to the floor that would ban mid-decade redistricting, like Texas has approved and California may approve. Kiley says Californians have already made it clear they want redistricting done by an independent commission, not partisan politicians.
So this idea that now the politicians are trying to grab the power back and move our state backwards to this era of gerrymandering, it's exactly the wrong thing for our state, but I don't like gerrymandering wherever it occurs.
California's job market going through a big shakeup for the first time in state history. White-collar jobs are declining, blue-collar jobs are increasing. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org and get real-time information about the air that we are breathing.
Progress in Education, brought to you by Progressive Insurance. School is back in session. So to cut costs for families in her district, one Pennsylvania superintendent is using 3D printers to make violins.
That smile that comes out as they're starting to play and they create that sound themselves, that love of music for their entire life. If that sticks with them, then to me it's worth it.
Brought to you by Progressive Insurance. We offer auto, home, and commercial auto insurance, plus a variety of business insurance options. Visit progressive.com today.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley. At El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. And, of course, mobile service vans that come to you.
KXO News, police pursuit. 3 juveniles are in custody following a Sunday night pursuit. Here's George Gale.
El Centro police officers on patrol Sunday night located a stolen car near Dogwood and Ross. Officers attempted a traffic stop, but the driver failed to yield, and a pursuit began. The pursuit ended up when the stolen car went out of control on a freeway off-ramp. There were no injuries. 3 occupants of the stolen car, all juveniles, were booked into Imperial County Juvenile Hall on a variety of charges. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Storm chances return, according to the National Weather Service. Thunderstorm activity may return this week. Not only that, but temperatures will return to above normal levels in the middle of the week before gradually cooling before the remainder of the week. National Weather Service says to expect 10% to 30% chance of showers or thunderstorms Tuesday through Thursday. KXO News Time, 7:42.
Scheduling your automotive service appointment at El Centro Motors just got easier. Visit elcentromotors.net. Follow the prompts, sign in, schedule your service appointment at your selected location. It's easier and faster than ever before. elcentromotors.net. Schedule an appointment at any of the Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, at El Centro Motor Service Department, or one of the mobile service vans that comes to you. elcentromotors.net. Schedule now.
The regular meeting of the El Centro City Council is today. Here's George Gale.
The council will meet in closed session starting at 3:30 p.m. Closed session agenda items include an item dealing with possible litigation by the city and another item titled Public Employment City Manager. Council reconvenes in open session at 6 p.m. in the council chambers at the El Centro City Hall. Council members will receive an update on the transfer of El Centro Regional Medical Center to the Imperial Valley Healthcare District. The consent agenda items include consideration of a resolution rescinding an earlier resolution and memorandum of understanding between the city and Caltrans related to future improvements on Highway 86. Council will also recognize the retirement of Gabriel Hernandez, building maintenance mechanic, and Luis Sanchez, an equipment operator. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Suspect bonds out of jail. Jose Hernandez is not in county jail now. He has reportedly been released after posting $35,000 bond. Hernandez is the father of the toddler who died recently after being left in a vehicle. During a recent arraignment, the 37-year-old was charged with involuntary manslaughter and child abuse resulting in death. The DA also added a special allegation of causing great bodily injury, a request that the suspect should wear a GPS device due to his connection to another country was denied. A request for a criminal protective order for another child of the suspect was also denied. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and the weather up next.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations to serve you. And remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models. You never need an appointment, but you can schedule an appointment if you want. You can schedule an appointment for the mobile service van as well, elcentromotors.net.
The UPS store, now at 1002 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro. They take all drop-offs and can assist with packing and shipping almost anything. Don't forget, your local UPS store provides mailbox services, document shredding, notary services, and passport or ID photos. The UPS store is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 7, Saturdays, 8 to 5, Sundays, 10 to 3. The UPS store, 1002 North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
And page 2 of the local news with the weather, also brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
The IID Board of Directors will meet today. Here's George Gale.
The September 2nd meeting begins at 1 p.m. 20 employees will receive service awards. There will also be a presentation on the summer internship program. On the action agenda, the directors will be asked to adopt a resolution to support the Delta Conveyance Project. They will discuss a resolution regarding California Environmental Quality Act responsible agency findings for the amended and restated water supply agreement for Heber 2. They will discuss a resolution declaring a local emergency in Imperial and Riverside counties as a result of the recent monsoon storms. Board is expected to approve the cooperation agreement between the Imperial Irrigation District and the Coachella Valley Power Agency. Meeting will be held at the Conant Auditorium on Broadway in El Centro. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Mosquito pool in Brawley has tested positive for St. Louis encephalitis. The pool in the vicinity of the Palm Avenue in the city of Brawley tested positive on August 29th for the mosquito-borne disease. The Imperial County Public Health Department Vector Control Program maintains about 52 mosquito traps throughout the county, primarily in local city limits. Traps are checked several times a week, and the mosquito pools are tested weekly. SLE is transmitted to humans through the bite of an infected mosquito. Mosquitoes become infected when they feed on infected birds. Imperial County Health Officer Dr. Stephen Monday said, "We want residents to take precautions like in eliminating standing water and to use insect repellent to help reduce the risk of mosquito-borne illness and protect their families and communities." Brawley City Council meets today. Here is George Gale.
The meeting will be held at the Brawley City Council chambers on Main Street in Brawley. Meeting begins at 5 p.m. Registrar of Voters Lindsay Dale will make a presentation on the Voters' Choice Act. In a presentation by Eric Reyes, he will request the City Council support for a community stage in concept and dedicate the improvement at Hinojosa Park as the Miguel Miranda El Amigo de la Comunidad community stage. Ram Medina, Director of Public Works and Operations, will have several issues for approval. Brawley City Police Chief Jimmy Duran will request an ordinance outlining unauthorized use of shopping carts, and he will seek an amendment to Brawley Municipal Code addressing camping and storage of personal property in public space. Meeting will end with city reports. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Grant to update the county airport. The Imperial County has been approved for an FAA grant. The $294,000 grant will be used to modernize and enhance the Imperial County Airport. The grant will support critical improvements at the airport, marking a significant milestone in the county's ongoing efforts to strengthen local infrastructure and expand transportation options for residents and businesses. Additional information, such as timelines and specific improvements, will be shared later. KXO News Time, just about 7:49. We'll take a look at weather coming up next.
My name is Shelley Wilkinson, and I am an Imperial Valley Food Bank board member. When locals need help feeding themselves and their families, they turn to the Imperial Valley Food Bank. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Help fight hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online at www.ivfoodbank.org.
The National Weather Service says temperatures will gradually cool over the course of the next several days, with widespread below normal readings expected by the end of the week. Increasing moisture will promote daily shower and thunderstorm chances for the Imperial and Yuma valleys on into the weekend. Gusty winds, localized blowing dust, and isolated instances of heavy rainfall will be common with any thunderstorms that develop throughout the week. Our high yesterday, 109, the overnight low, 85. Partly sunny today with a high near 98. West-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming north-northeast. A 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 3 p.m. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 82. Northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming east-southeast. A 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms before 2 a.m. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high near 101, north wind about 5 miles an hour, a 20% chance of precipitation between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m., and again after 2 p.m. with the possibility of a thunderstorm. We have 90 degrees downtown, 49% relative humidity, wind out of the east-northeast at 527, air quality moderate in El Centro and Calexico, good everywhere else in the valley. Local news, page 2, presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
This Labor Day Sell-a-thon, your San Diego County Ford dealers proudly salute you. From job sites to open roads, Ford trucks and SUVs move the people who move the nation. Now through September 2nd, get the biggest deals on an incredible selection, like the built Ford Tough F-150 truck, part of Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 48 years and counting. Or the adventure-ready Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport, with GOAT modes to help you conquer the great outdoors. And check out the always electrifying Ford Mustang Mach-E with 0 to 60 thrills and 0 emissions. To the ones who keep America moving, these deals are for you. It's the Ford Labor Day Sell-a-thon, and it's your chance to save. Whether it's gas, hybrid, or all-electric, now is the best time to get behind the wheel of your brand new Ford truck or SUV and drive it home today. So go to your San Diego County Ford dealers now, based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
All offers valid at Imperial County Ford dealers. It's sports time, brought to you by the newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District, combining 2 hospitals to better serve you. The Padres lost again. Orioles beat the Padres 4-3. Elsewhere, the Rays ripped the Mariners 10-2. Rangers topped the Diamondbacks 7-5 in 10 innings. Giants dusted the Rockies 8-2. Phillies beat the Brewers 10-8. Cubs slipped by the Braves 7-6 in 10. Athletics bombed the Cardinals 11-3. White Sox nipped the Twins 6-5. Astros over the Angels 8-3. Red Sox, they beat the Guardians 6-4. Reds edged the Blue Jays 5-4. Mets over the Tigers 10-8. Nationals shut out the Marlins 2-0.
Big changes are happening in Imperial Valley. The newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District is paving the way for a healthier future. By uniting El Centro Regional Medical Center and Pioneers Memorial Hospital, we're creating a stronger, more connected healthcare system, one that's built to serve you. Together, we're expanding services, strengthening care, and building a sustainable future for all residents of Imperial Valley. The Imperial Valley Healthcare District. Stronger together, healthier tomorrow.
NFL football action starts for real Thursday. We'll have game Cowboys and Eagles Thursday starting at 5 right here on AM 1230. Sunday, it'll be the Rams and the Houston Texans. That game on FM 107.5. Elsewhere, in the world of sports, well, Bill Belichick's debut with NC State. North Carolina football took it on the chin. The Tar Heels embarrassed by TCU with a 48-14 drubbing last night. That's it. Oh, by the way, Padres reliever Jason Adam, it's a ruptured tendon in his left quadriceps after he was carted off the field yesterday. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by the newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District, stronger together and paving the way for a healthier future.
Follow the action when the Imperial Tigers take the field home and away. Mickey Dale and George Grijalva, they call the plays as the Tigers shoot for an Imperial Valley League title. Imperial Tiger football is live on KXO YouTube channel and is brought to you by
Case Carnan, El Centro, and Yuma, Southwest Security Services, and Roto-Rooter of the Imperial Valley.
And let's take a look at some financial news and a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service. Southwest Postal, the Valley's only postal box service that offers 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, in El Centro. Kraft Heinz, the gigantic packaged food business, is splitting into two separate publicly traded businesses, according to the company. The latest mega food business to unwind its strategy to offer everything for everyone. The new companies haven't yet been named. One will focus on faster growing businesses such as sauces, spreads, and shelf-stable meals. Those brands include Heinz, Philadelphia, and Kraft Mac and Cheese. The other company will focus on the struggling grocery items and food away from home businesses, including Oscar Mayer, Kraft Singles, and Lunchable brands. Meanwhile, Nestle has abruptly dismissed its CEO, Laurent Friege, for failing to disclose a romantic relationship with a subordinate. The maker of products ranging from Kit Kat to Nesquik said that it had appointed veteran insider Philip Navratil, who had headed the Nespresso coffee unit, as Frige's successor with immediate effect. The shock departure threatens more volatility for Nestle amid a tough consumer environment and the disruptive U.S. trade tariffs. Nestle said Frige's departure follows an investigation overseen by Chairman Paul Bulck and lead independent director Pablo Isla into an undisclosed romantic relationship with a direct subordinate, which breached the company's code of business conduct. So what's going on the big board? Well, the Dow right now off 381 points, part of that due to a drop in Nike shares. The Dow at 45,165. S&P 500 off 73 points at 63.88. The NASDAQ down 290 points at 21,167. Gold up 61.50 an ounce. And oil up 97 cents a barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in the Imperial Valley and Coachella Valley. The mission has always been to protect your property, whether it's your home, business, or construction site. Your satisfaction is their number one priority. Make that phone call today to protect your property by calling Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 760-970-4500. And don't forget about Southwest Postal, your one-stop shipping center. Plus, they offer you 24-hour mailbox rental located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro.
It will be partly sunny today with a high near 98, northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming north-northeast. There is a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 3 p.m. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low around 82, northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming east-southeast, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Tomorrow, partly sunny with a high near 101, north wind about 5 miles an hour, a 20% chance of showers between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m., a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms later in the day. 90 degrees, 48% relative humidity, wind out of east-northeast at 527, air quality moderate in El Centro and Calexico, good everywhere else. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, your business, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile Business Advantage.
I'm Steve Kathan. California Governor Gavin Newsom posts in all caps this morning on social media, Donald Trump loses again. It's a response to the ruling by federal judge Charles Breyer in San Francisco that the Trump administration violated federal law by using National Guard troops and Marines during immigration enforcement and protests in the L.A. area. Legal analyst Lori Levinson.
Judge Breyer found that this was a violation of the Posse Comitatus Act, which says that, in fact, military should not be engaged in law enforcement. And Judge Breyer, in a lengthy decision, 57 pages, pointed out how back in June, when the president sent thousands of National Guard members against the wishes of the governor of California, violated this act.
Trump today called Chicago the most dangerous city. CBS's Jake Rosen reports a federal push could come there this week.
Over the last 3 or 4 years, crime in Chicago is actually down about 50% from where it was around the pandemic. But in addition to that, President Trump pointed out, and rightfully this morning, that over the weekend, there were 54 people shot throughout parts of the city. President Trump and his administration have used these flashpoints, citing numbers, like not necessarily within context, but it is a place where gun violence happens. And President Trump has pledged to bring in the military to reduce violent crime.
The Associated Press reports President Trump will announce today that U.S. Space Command will be located in Alabama, reversing a Biden decision to keep it at its temporary headquarters in Colorado. Overseas, there's a growing effort to reach remote areas cut off in Afghanistan by the deadly weekend earthquake. BBC reporter Yogita Lemay.
The roads to the epicenter are still extremely difficult to access. At the best of times, these are places that are very difficult to get to. Really, they're tiny hamlets and villages dotted across mountainside. They don't really have roads running between them, mostly mud and gravel tracks.
Kraft Heinz is splitting into two companies a decade after they merged to create one of the biggest food manufacturers. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
Company executives say that the split will allow it to
better focus on each of these distinct businesses. Currently, Kraft Heinz offers 200 brands across 55 categories throughout 150 countries around the world.
One of the companies will include brands such as Heinz, Philadelphia Cream Cheese, and Kraft Mac and Cheese. The other, Maxwell House, Oscar Mayer, Kraft Singles, and Lunchables. Official names will be released later. The Dow is down 415 points. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Right now, you can save big with T-Mobile's phone and home internet bundle. Visit your local store to learn more.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data Q4 2024 and Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a month in bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at tmobile.com.
The New York Times made a change, and the Internet's not taking it well.
The mini crossword is no longer free. The paper put a paywall up on it, and players are expressing their disappointment on TikTok.
I thought we had a good thing going. You know, I had my daily routine, and you're going to paywall the mini crossword? I'm actually in such a rage over this.
That's stupid. I don't like that very much.
In a statement, the Times said their decision to make people pay for the puzzle is part of a broader effort to monetize its games. They say other popular ones are still free, including Wordle, Connection, Strands, and Sudoku. For now, Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
Anna Winter has named Chloe Mahl as her successor as head of editorial content at American Vogue, but she remains the chief content officer for the parent company, Condé Nast, and global editorial director of Vogue's other editions. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
I remember brushing my hair and looking down and thinking, oh my gosh, do I have any hair left?
I used to look at women with thick, beautiful hair and think, why doesn't my hair look like that? My thinning hair is making me feel so old.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. With clinically proven ingredients like apple extract, biotin, and millet, Hair Volume nourishes your hair follicles to promote thicker, healthier-looking hair. Say goodbye to shedding, thin, and dull hair, and hello to thick, healthy hair with Hair Volume.
Since taking Hair Volume, the shedding has all but stopped.
Now, instead of being jealous of other women's hair, I have friends who are jealous of mine. My hairdresser couldn't believe the difference in my hair. Now she's using Hair Volume too.
Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com, or find Hair Volume in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Yeah, for some reason or another, you sound a little taller.